Hi, this is Kofo, the lead planner at Kof's Events. Well, your guy. And 2025, I started something. I decided to come out more. Of course, I decided to do Kof's Unfiltered in one of my lowest moments. The other time, I was waiting for some documents in Canada. So it was a time for me to reflect on, okay, I'm not going to work. Aside my business back home, what else can I do? Okay. What else can I do that would make me happy? Like I was just in a position where I just needed to do something differently, keep myself busy. And I remembered, like, I'm a graduate of communication. How about I start to talk online, talk about things in the event industry, the problem, the challenges, the pain, the gain, and what we need our clients, guests, audience, what would you like to do different? So I gave birth to Cups Unfiltered, and it's been a beautiful journey. The acceptance, of course, some people, like in the club bags and all of that. And so the glory of God, Cups Unfiltered gave me jobs at Cups events because some clients just stumble on that particular video and they like what I do. And they decide to engage my service. And this is me coming out to tell you that Cups Unfiltered has come to stay. And we're going to be, aside from the short videos on Instagram and all of that, we're going to have podcasts, bringing some of the free in the event industry. And as time goes on, we might, and I just hope to really expand. And so I feel like I got the little disability I have through Cups events. Why not just bring some of the troublemakers in Cups to get on board? And let's add the chit chats. And I launched this thing called the Vendors Corner, the vendors part of Cups Unfiltered. So today I have Bukola, the head of operations. I have Omolara, the experience designer, and I have Precious, my legal, and I have Precious, my legal advisor, my niece, my firstborn, and of course the best in bridal assistant and overall best auntie anyone can ask for. So
Thank you.
I have you guys here.
Thank you.
How are you, Lara? You know,
I'm fine, very, very fine.
please don't roast me,
We'll try.
Precious, and don't bring our family problems out here.
I'll talk about it lightly.
I'll just run away. So you guys are the hosts for today, and I think I just want to relax and let's have it. Who wants to go first?
Okay. I'll go first. Got you. Okay. Let's start soft. Let's start slightly.
Let me turn to you. So I want to throw you blows.
No violence. Okay. So now let's start soft. Seriously, you have nothing to worry about. So for starters, my first question to you would be, what has been the most surprising thing you've realized while you've been away for 3 years?
The most surprising thing I have seen is that I don't know how dependable my team can be. Because while I was in Nigeria, I felt like they needed my physical presence. So when relocation happened, I wanted to close down. And I told Tayo, the lead planner, I told Bukola, and they were like, Kofs, let's try this thing. Let's see what will happen. And we had events back to back, and I was just getting beautiful reviews. And even there are times I wanted to shut down Kofs events. I'll be like, after this event, the mental stress, because of the time frame, I want to shut down. And Tayo has one habit, then after the event, you'll now tease you that, Kofs, and that's Bukola, CEO, do you still want to shut down? I say no. And I've been away for 3 years, and even those that are in Nigeria, physically present, they cannot run what my girls are running.
Yeah,
okay.
Like that? Yeah.
So, Lara,
Okay.
Yes, thank you for that answer. My question to you is that what is something that you believe was right, but 3 years later, something you believed while you were still here before you traveled, and 3 years after now, later, you've realized that it's not all that.
it is that African time thing. When I was physically in Nigeria, if a client tells me that the event is starting for 10, if a client tells me that the event is starting for 10, in my head I'll be like, wait, African time will start by 12. Then I moved to where I moved to, and I realized when you tell people 10, they are there for 9:30. And now, when I came for the event in 2025, I became unnecessarily angry. Now, can't you just do these things right? Can't you guys just be perfect? You know, things like that. So, no. But, I mean, while I was back home, I had to just accept it that, okay, I'm back to my motherland. I'm back to deal with my people. And I still have to accept that that African time thing is it is. But I really want us to do better, especially as event vendors.
Yeah.
We need to do better.
I'd like to say something on that particularly, right? This African time thing. So obviously, like you've been with for about 3 years, and we've had events while you were away. Of course, you've been very, very much engaged,
Yeah.
like communicating with us and everything. But there are times when we have few vendors that would always be there on time. Even guests, we can't have guests that always be there on time. And I think everything still goes back to strategy that you've placed, like rules that you've given to your staff, your team. Plays back to what you've built and all of that. Because there are times when we give certain times and you be like, no, you know how it's supposed to be. Bye, the shimaji. And the results that you clearly have seen ahead, but we didn't see, ends up coming to place. So I think it just plays back to the principles that you lay down in your event planning. So about that, I mean, you still have sessions where people are still late, but I'll tell you that for sure, that African time thing, you've tried with that thing, that it's not even really something that is very obvious in our events anymore. I mean,
I'm talking about the team.
I'm talking about vendors. Yeah, no, even the vendors. Even with vendors. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, that you all tried. Precious. If you tried, you've tried. For real.
Aside from that, vendors can still, I still do know that Cove's events, we've been able to move that well. Like, we're not behind when it comes to vendors being available at time, and then we're not chasing vendors around for, okay, you are meant to be here. Now, when it comes to the African time thing and the event not starting on time, it's beyond the planner sometimes, because it's even the celebrants that
Exactly.
do you get?
Yeah, sure.
It's not the celebrants.
Let me get it, Jonathan. How do I Jonathan a pen? Sorry.
I did. Didn't
We have for you. So what has been the biggest mistake you've made as a leader running Cove's events? And how did you change the way you operate? How did it change the way you operate?
I think one of my biggest mistake was believing that, particularly in my team, was believing that those that are my families have to take my business seriously more than those that are not my families. When I started Cove's events, most of my coordinators were like my cousins, my distant this, my distant that, but my expectations were too high. I would believe that you're my cousin, you're my this, you should do this, you should do that. But I don't come to realize that it is not about the relationship I have with people. It is how they naturally handle things. Some of them are even careless with their personal life. So is it someone that is careless with their personal life? Someone that can make reasonable decisions about the things they do for their own self that would now do my brand well. So I have to accept that, and I now deal with people accordingly. You treat my brand well, I love you. You handle it with careless abandon, I just call you when there is like, we don't have a backup, and we just shove it.
fill a space.
Yes, you know.
That makes sense. This next question, I would love you to take us into that moment. So I would like you to go back to the moment itself, and then walk us through how it happened, and then what the solution was. And so help us. There are moments when a business owners feel like giving up. We want the actual one. What was that moment for you? And so I want you to tell us the moments, go down the memory lane and tell us how exactly it happened, what the solution was, and how you were able to walk it through. This question. There are moments when a business owners feel like giving up. What was that moment for you? And why didn't you stop?
So I think that was in 2023, July 1st. We had 2 events that day, and like both of our clients were not happy with our service. Yes. And there is something I've taught myself to do. As much as I want to accept the negative feedback, I also evaluate myself, because I can't give what I don't have. So these 2 events, one of the bride, both of them, they got their vendors by themselves. Oh, so they just came like they needed a coordinator. And there is one thing we used to do that we don't do anymore is when you come like you want like our services for coordination, we'll start as your plan and that because we don't want anything to go south on the wedding day. The first bride, I called all my brides on their wedding day. I called her, she didn't take. I called the bride as well. The bride said she wearing her contacts lens, she doesn't want to plan or something. Then during the course of the event, oh, let me talk to my bride now. She was not ability. Then she picked up the offense that Coach never check up on me. Coach is not doing this, Coach is not doing that. And I was like, is it that you have a problem with our deliverables, or it's just that I didn't check up? It's just about Coach did not check up on me. Then she started picking different faults from the vendor that she booked herself. Then the second client, she practically did her wedding for her mom. So her mom came, brought about 700 people into a hall of 1,000 guests. Her husband's family came, and your friends got late to the venue, and you're mad at me that your friends don't have where to sit. When your mom clearly told the coordinators that they will, why won't my friends sit? So at that time, I felt like these people have all of these complaints because I am not physically present at this event. You know, people like elect, and people think that maybe when I'm present at my events and Jesus and Anobi and Urusha, I have one match that I will do. So I felt that maybe because I'm not there, that's why I'm getting this negative feedback. And I wanted to shut down, like, I don't want all this stress. I'm a soft babe. I don't like it. But then, I now look back. After July, August, we have 2 jobs. September, we have 2 jobs. October to December, then, that December, we had one of our biggest jobs, like our breakthrough jobs. So I'm like, okay, yeah. So I'm like, so now, because I want to shut down, am I going to tell all of these people behind me that I want to give them a refund or what? Then, of course, I just prayed about it. I got to just lead me and everything. Of course, my team that were at the event, because I was handing one, Ty was handing one. They're like, cool, it's just those people. Don't let it get to you and all of that. Okay, but of course, it still get to you. So after their events, we moved past that. Then we had another event in July. I was still waiting for another negative feedback. And the client was like, oh my goodness, Kofo, you have the best out. You had this, you had that. August, slashed it. September, killed it. Like, so I'm like, oh no, then this is quite the problem. Not me, you know what I say.
Right.
So that was it.
So that was the encouragement to
Yes.
That makes sense. Makes sense.
So on that particular, still on that, right? Like not necessarily on it, just slightly off it. So there are situations where you have vendors or clients call you that, oh, Kofo, this, that, and that happened at your events. And you're maybe something like, oh, your girls are nowhere to be found, or your girls slacked off. What comes to your head first? Like, what's your thought process at that exact moment after I received that call or that message?
The first thing that comes to my head is that if you can't see my girl at that event, they are doing something outside. Go and look for them. Because, like, for lack of better words, I'm blessed with my team. I don't say it to their face, so because sometimes their head will be sweating.
That's what I want to even hear safe.
Because I don't say it often.
Yeah. Yes, because there are times that you handle certain calls ways that will be feel somewhat disappointed. Not mad, because we understand that you have high expectations for everything, not necessarily from everybody. In fact, from everybody and for everything. Like you expect this mic now like this, you expect that. I mean, it's not meant to fall, but then you expect that if you leave this, if you go in tears and come back, you expect that it is meant to be there. You don't expect things below a certain level of
Expectation.
of
Expert.
they're experts. Thank you. So like you expect things to be this how it's meant to be. I can be that way as well, but then I mean I'm not the CEO of Cope's event, so I get it with it.
But yeah, this is above all. I want you guys to know that you can't bring any negative feedback about my team, and I will support you. I would, you know, there is that confidence that I will push that no, my girls cannot do that.
Yeah, because we're not all.
Because I don't treat people as my stars anymore.
Yeah.
I used to, like, I called it with my Cope's event children. But that's what a mother would. I'll still come and pounce on your head. Shut up, foolish.
Now that's the thing.
So it's not as if I don't roast you guys outside. No.
Yeah. No,
Even when
sure,
you do things that I see like this is obviously wrong, I will stand my ground. There's a particular vendor that else collided with a planner to say something that was not true about my head of operations. I faced him. How dare you say that? Because this thing is not true. When I'm sleeping and you tap me, Precious said this thing, I can tell you that was not what Precious said. Bukola said this thing, yes. If you say that they look at you somehow, I know that person that can look at you like, I know what my stars can do.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay. Very perfect. Perfect. So moving on to the next question. What is the hardest part about managing a team of creatives with different personalities? Let me say one thing first. One slang that we used amongst ourselves, right? You don't know about it. We always tell ourselves like, boy, Nicole's kojo. Yeah. He comes she mental clinical evaluation. We always say
Team or my vendors.
Vendors, your team, everybody together, right? Everybody that works the Coves events. But might just put that one in, just chip this in.
And that means I'm weary. Because you need weary to lead weary.
But you know you are weird, actually. Well, you know you are. Okay, moving on.
This is like, I mean, you guys might not notice, but I've worked on myself so much.
Yeah, we know for sure.
We know because there is room for personal development.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the future of Coves events, Coves and Peter and every day, it never even starts. So I can't just use this moment, this quality of event we do, the way everybody feel like you are the boy, you are the best. I should not use it to scatter thing, let my head swell. No. So I've come to realize that all of us, they're coming from different spheres of life.
Yeah.
So people are coming from a home that their daddy used to beat their mom.
Yeah.
Some people are coming from a home that is their mommy that will lock their daddy. Some people are coming from a home that their dad practically worship the ground their moms walk on.
Yeah.
So it affects how we deal with everybody. Of course, sometimes I expect like every adult should be reasonable.
Yeah.
But I also have to give benefit of doubt. As long as the coin part or the personality part of everything is not affecting your deliverables during that particular event, we are good. After that event, I might not call you again because I mean it's hard. I'm dealing with my personal stuff. I'm dealing with my family stuff. I'm dealing with work stuff. I will not be managing one person that the parent has failed to treat you how to behave like a human being. No, I'm not interested. So, but at that process that we're having that event, we have just one goal, and that goal is to produce an amazing event. We'll sort that one, and afterwards, day your day, let your families manage.
Yeah, I like that. I like the answer. I'm fine with the answer. Okay, sorry, very cut. So stand up, Jared. Stand up.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so our next question for you. Be very honest. Very, very honest, right?
Outside.
Yeah. Think deep into yourself. What's one thing you think your team misunderstands about you as a boss?
I think what they misunderstand me is the way I type and the way I talk. I'm very bad when I'm typing. And sometimes when I say some things, right, I do not mean it that deep. I just want to pass that message the way I feel. And because I feel like we're a family already, I don't have to sugarcoat my emotions. To other people outside, Coves has the best choice of words. Or to you people, as they come, and the person that suffers it the most is Bukola. I don't care, Bukola, you are moving mad, what's up?
But Bukola cried before.
No, am I gonna make you cry?
No, look, I don't think I'm emotional to the point that I will cry.
But have I ever done anything that you feel like, Coves, you can do better?
I mean, yes, there's been a lot of them, but like, it's part of the perks that comes with the job.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of the time is really after an event, maybe we have a client that's somehow dissatisfied about some things and it feels like, or maybe it could have been better. We truthfully sometimes it could have been better.
Yeah.
They're just funny, like, okay, but in my head I'm just like, this girl, she's gonna be fine in the next 30 minutes, And sometimes I just see her message and I just like, I read it and I just drop my phone because I'm like, it's not me. I'm like, you saw me. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, no, that's the day, cause that's the day. I just drop my phone and I leave it. I'm like, see you next time.
You see my message, you will not reply.
Because sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what to say. Right? Sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what to say.
But most times, you people don't understand the pressure on you.
No, yes, I mean,
because it's very, you know the amount of events we do.
Yeah.
Imagine coming up with like maybe your 2 years saving, like some 40 million, 50 million.
You have anything, right?
Do you mean it to me? and you are dissatisfied, I want to go mad. And there is no way I will not transfer aggression. There's no way I will not be angry. But there are some people that, even during the quarantine phase, I know that these people, they are so insatiable. But I will try my best. You remember there was a client I paid, you know how much I don't have to be saying, but I, like, for my own course, I just want to salvage their situation, make the client happy, and I dropped them on, like, let's move on. Yeah. So imagine that I have to do that always. It's very hurtful.
Well, I get that. And I don't think it's not about the fact that we don't understand the pressure on you. We definitely don't understand the pressure on you, but there are times where we feel like you come off too strong. Now, we understand Cove's personality. We know that you're strong with everything. Emotions, joke, play, laugh, energy, everything. You're always on 100. When you're mad, you're real mad. When you're happy, you're real happy. When you're in love with somebody, you're in love with somebody. You put everything on 100. And we understand it. And we, for one, we've seen the love, we've seen the care, we've seen the consideration, we've seen the anger, we've seen everything, right? So we understand you. But there are times when we don't feel like we necessarily need to be in that situation where we accept it. Like we want to, because once you take a breather, you're good. So because me for one, like I said that there are times that I see your call coming in after you're mad over something. I'm like, okay, nah, I'm not taking this call until she's calm, because I know she will be calm. Not even up to an hour. You're always like, once you express yourself, you're done, you're good. And yeah, we understand that. And when we don't pick your call, we don't respond to your messages, it's not because we are mad or not because we don't understand, or because we're giving that breather that you don't think you need, that you don't know you need at that moment.
So in your mind, like you're my therapist or what?
We love you.
Well, stop though, because I mean, you're your client's therapist. Somebody has to be your therapist.
Yeah.
Your client's therapist.
I will go and find my own therapist. You need therapist.
True that.
I'm not okay now. True that. You need therapist. True that. I'm my therapist.
No, yes. No, it's not like that. I feel like it's just more like, when it comes to dealing with, you're not just dealing with one person. You're dealing with multitude of people. You're dealing with vendors that think, oh, they know better. You're dealing with team members that feel like, oh, it could have been better. You're dealing with clients that feel like, oh, if you're physically present like this, then Jesus Christ will come and visit us in that event or at that particular
and
event.
the truth is that they don't know if I'm physically present
or not.
I'll just be checking on it. I'm not going to be running after anything because I have done the work. You cannot send me to carry plates and be running up and down as how.
That's not. And we have vendors that they are so bold that they feel like your event is the best place to try out new things. The audacity of people to try out new things.
Bad things or good things.
New things that they don't know the outcome. They have no idea what that something to be. But they want to try, like they see something online and they just want to try out new.
No, I feel like the thing is that with the way I deal with my vendors, I deal with them with all love. Except I see that you are not mentally stable. That's when you see that we too are maybe.
Yeah.
So sometimes they want to impress me. And in a bit to impress me, because of course, like you know, because I have some social media presence and all of that, in a bit to impress me, they tend to overdo it, even without thinking about the outcome.
Yeah.
So I can't fault them for that. If they had done it and it came out really good, I'm going to be the pioneer of that thing.
Actually,
yeah.
Yes.
Moving on, clients can be demanding. What's the most difficult client situation you've handled, and what did you learn from it? I have an idea, but I'm gonna let you do the talking. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna say anything.
Should I go ahead? You see this 2025. If I have not learned anything in my life, lessons I took, and I know that all those lessons they're going to be here this year, and I came back to back. So it's like they're preparing me ahead of 2026 that you're a people pleaser. Even when my client is obviously wrong, I will still stand behind my clients because they are paying me, they are feeding me. But one thing I'm not going to do again is that there will be level to that every client's bestie. And I have to. No, I won't start with you being my bestie. I'm going to handle my client now the way I handle my friends in real life. I allow my friends graduates. You can be my friend for 5 years and they'll tell me to list my best friends, my close folks, and I won't even mention you because you've not graduated to that category. So in 2025, I learned the hard way. Because I learned it to depth. And it's as a result of this mom is already dear to me. I don't want to do this thing. This auntie is already my auntie. This bride is already my guy. And instead of me doing, telling them, come and solve it, I was like, how much is it? And I think maybe because I'm converting, I was like, how much is this?
The money, no.
He's not transfer the goal. That's my own.
Is that the money is long?
Okay.
It's just that I value
Money is long. Amen.
Amen. Money is long.
That's it.
It's just that I value peace of mind.
Yeah.
And sometimes, as kind as I,
But I would.
as I give people time and everything, I'm not supposed to be proud of this, but I'm one of the mean person you can meet in your life. I'm going to we will salvage that situation. I'm going to laugh with you, but I know I am done with whatever relationship I have with you.
Yeah.
But you see that your wedding day, you'll be happy. I will make sure that you enjoy yourself that day. And as we're finishing your wedding, you're sending your review. You know what you've done to me and my team. You did not know that it's in love to me.
Yeah.
The money I had to cough out from my hand. You don't know how I got that money.
Yeah.
You salvage this thing. You're happy. Coves, you're the best. You manage this thing. I've deleted your number, safe. To school. So I learned the hard way this year that I need to, as I'm putting boundaries in my personal life, I also need to put it into my business.
Wow.
Yes, I need to, and then I learned the hard way this year. Not everyone deserves to be called that my bestie as my clients. Not everybody deserves to, I don't have to put them in that motherly state because my mom will not do this thing to me. Some people, I'm like, oh, my actual aunties will not do this thing to me and be like, it's your brand, you have to salvage it. So next year, that's not going to happen again. And I promise you, Bukola, it's not going to happen. I know you should know less of these things and want to be like, Coves, give it to them. But we are not giving it to them now. We'll just set that boundaries clearly. So,
I wish you the best. Because we both know. This is
no, definitely, trust me. What my new year
I feel like
2025.
I feel like this year, what happened? No.
it's not that person.
There has to be a precedence for something to follow.
Okay.
We've had clients whereby we've had, go and salvage it, they'll give us that, they will give us back with tips.
Okay.
In fact, without even issues. But we've had clients that we've had to do some things for. We've had clients that we've gone out of our way for. That even when we look back at it, we're like, no, what we did for these people, we've gone out of our way for it.
Yeah.
But they were worth it.
Yeah.
They were worth it in the very end. You don't even get it. Because after you've done it, they're not like, I can't for this people go,
Yeah.
But some things that happened in 2025, I feel like that has already put the last 7 years in our head running, that she would actively towards next year. If something does not, if you don't have an experience in something, you wouldn't know how best to deal with it.
Yeah.
It has to happen for you to know how to move
I've
forward.
never been in debt. I'm not in debt, sir. I've been there, taking from my own pocket to make a client happy like I did this year. No, I've never done it. And I'm not talking about thousands.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Let's keep that between us. Let's keep that.
Okay. Okay, let's move on, right? So our next question to you is, what part of Cove's events do you want to restructure or improve in 2026? You already know that you don't want to be everybody's bestie again. What other parts do you want to improve in 2026?
I'm gonna be selling myself out, but cost events, we've always had that structure. But the structure is gonna be there.
Okay.
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 That's it.
All right. That's all. Cause is hiding something, but don't worry, we'll surprise the people in 2026. But you know what? I can tell you, but she's hiding something. But again, she's hiding something, and I heard it from me first. She's hiding something, and I remind you people in sentences that I said this first.
Okay.
So yeah. Did you even see Coves on Filtered coming before? No. So yeah, I'm telling you. But anyways, yeah, moving on.
Do you feel Nigerian clients understand the value of event planning? Why or why not?
Like with Nigerian based in Nigeria, or I'm Nigerian and I'm abroad and something.
Nigerian, whether in diaspora, whether in Nigeria, do you feel? Let me say, do you feel Nigerian parents now? Because our brides are the ones that do the booking, right? So definitely they see the need for a planner. But do you feel the Nigerian parents now
Ah, no. Most of the Nigerian parents, they don't even like you as a planner because they feel like you're blocking their way to being involved in their daughter or their son's.
Yeah.
Until the day of the event, they come in, see beautiful things, everything well put together. Now, sure, call me. But during that planning phase, you are even going after mommy. Okay, the bride will tell you, my mom wants to sort the food. As the planner, okay, let's have a meeting with mommy. Let's know what mommy is doing. Maybe mommy is doing something wrong. That's the mom. And mommy is not, the mommy does not even like you because you do not let mommy go and buy a show, okay, for the bride. You do not let mommy go and source for the hall. But until the day of the event, they now see. And one thing I love about our moms is that they will never tell you sorry. They will just see that, this thing is good, and they start advocating for their friends. Not stress, point out to mommy, no, and I mean.
But that's sorry.
I love it for them.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So our last question for you is, what do you want people to remember Cove's events for?
You mean the couple?
Yes.
I want them to remember us for trust, for excellence, for perfection, and for being very reliable.
And for having a beautiful CEO. Okay. Yeah.
You see, at Cove's events, like, if I'm not the owner of Cove's events and I'm a client, I'm going to applaud them for being very transparent. We know what people do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're always very open and we're very reliable. All our clients can attest to this. That even when everything is going the way it wants to go, something, and maybe you are anxious, you have one or two, we're solidly behind you. But don't worry. Like, we give that assurance, and I love it for us.
Clock it. Class, now you know Gen Z. Sorry. Oh, sorry, she's not Gen Z. Oh my God. Wait, I don't know Gen Z. Oh my God. She's not. Oh my God.
So, now you guys, you've roasted me. You kept me on this hot seat.
I was expecting that. Okay.
So now I'm going to ask you guys one question.
As I was expecting.
One question.
I was expecting.
Okay, let's have it.
Bukola,
Ma'am.
what has been your best moment working with Kofo of Cove's events?
Wow. Can we ask them more what I'm thinking about? Wow.
No.
This is really what I would say. The acknowledgements.
How do you mean?
The acknowledgements. You're not the first planner I'm working with. You're not the second. You're not the third. I've been in the industry for 10 plus years, right? But when I started working with Cove's Events, I sent my CV. Cove's Events was on Instagram. I wanted to leave. I was currently working because there was this. I over deliver. I know I over deliver, and it's okay when I'm not appreciated, but when I'm treated like I don't have value, I can't stand such an hostile environment. So I sent my CV to Cove's DM. I was like, I like to work with you. This I've done some events, I've produced and all of those. And she was like, oh, fine, yes. Then she was like, she'll get back to me. Then she just texted me, I think maybe a week. Maybe one of the coordinators maybe was not available. I just said, I need you for this. Are you available? I was in school. I had a class that morning, I was like, yes, I'll be available because this was the first time she's willing to work with me.
Yeah.
What if I turn it down and she just forgets about me right in the DM? Because she definitely finds somebody else. Nobody's above replacements, right?
She might, but
Do you understand? She'll definitely find somebody else. So I was like, oh yes, I'm available. Then I went for it, and it wasn't even about the pay. It was about the.
No, your first job with me, I think I paid you 7K.
It was about the. Well done, thank you. I felt seen. I felt like, for the first time working with planners, right? I felt like, okay, Bukola, you put in your best, and it was seen. And this was not even coming from, because we had no relationship, so it wasn't even coming from a place of like, oh, thank you so much. It was coming from I'm just meeting you for the first time, we did this. It was more like a general thing. So it's a personality for me.
yeah.
It's who you have for me. I don't say often. I'm not very emotional. I'm not very touchy-feely. I might not say often. But I would say the way you appreciate me is what keeps me going. You tell me thank you. You appreciate it's she's paying me.
Yeah.
I get paid. I don't know coordination. There's a marketing style. I'm not like you people.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So you know, it's about the thank you. The I'm grateful. Because she's paying me. She could as well not say thank you. I'm being paid. If I'm not comfortable with it, I can get away. Somebody else will always be there. But it's who you are. So I will not say working with Coast event. Also working with Kofo has been amazing. Everything is upside, everything is downside, everything pressure. I'm like, not today, girl, not today. But you know, you've made it a very beautiful experience because I felt truly seen. I've always felt appreciated. I've always felt like, oh, Bukola, thank you. And at the end of the day, one wants to get, but like I always say, event planning is not a passion for me. But the passion she has and she has put into her brand is what thrills me.
Wow.
Honestly. I don't think 10 years from now, I don't think I'll be in the event scene. Honestly. Okay. But the passion she has, the drive she has, and Cops has never ran a decision for Cops event without carrying me along, which is something not so many people would do. Not so many people do. If Cops wants to take a step, even if she might have thought about it, told her husband about it, but before she executes it, she's running it through me. Oh, what do you think? If I get is that a good decision, I let her know that I don't think it's gonna turn out okay. But you know, she listens. Even if she doesn't do what she wants to do, but she will still listen to you. I'll be like, how are you doing? So I mean, working with you has been joyous. It's had its ups, it's had its downs, but the appreciation, the acknowledgement, the love, the everything just keeps me going. So
you, Precious.
Yeah.
You know, Precious will pass as my firstborn. Like, I mean, she's the first child I raised.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she didn't come through me, but like, she's like the first child that I can tell you about her life every year. That this year, this was the challenging phase. This was the the pain began, and we've been through, we've been through a lot together, and I'm very I'm very, very happy, and I'm so proud of you. But working with me as your hands, how does it feel like?
I would say that it's a dream come true. Now it goes back to one of the several challenges that we face. Stop crying. Thank you.
If you cry, I'm not crying. I'm so sorry. So stop crying.
So it goes back to one of the many challenges we face together in our relationship, so to say, right? So would say one of the main challenges we faced is being together. Like, we are able to communicate, but we've always had like a certain barrier between us. And this is like the first time I can say I'm experiencing my mom full time. Because in my head, right, I hope for my mom. If we used to make jokes about my wedding day, things like that, like Kofu is like my mom, not my auntie, right? So this is the first time we're able to like experience each other like full time, 100%. I know I'm learning things about you that I did not even know before. Do you get? And also, it's just like a dream come true for me because it's like I'm part of this person. Like, I can see, even though I did not come through this person, it feels like I'm through this person. And I'm like, like everybody that knows me knows her. I'm like, have you seen my auntie's page? This is my auntie's page. She does this. This is my auntie's page. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's talented. I'm always telling them, like, if I'm going through something, I told herself, I'm like, once I tell you something, once you say, this is how I think it is, for some reason, my view over that thing automatically changes. Without giving it a step, like, without even knowing subconsciously. So I'm just always very, very proud to be working with her. I'm always very, very proud to be associated with her. I'm always very, very proud to know that she's my first job after school. She's my first job. Like, I know that when I'm falling, there's someone to pick me down. And also, the money. But yeah, I'm always very, very proud to know that when I'm falling, there's someone to pick me up. When I'm struggling, other Nigerians are struggling to get a job. And that there's somebody there that I call my mom that is there to pick me up and say, oh, mommy, mashile. Not because of just, because I love you, but because I think you have value And that just makes me feel very much like very good about myself, that okay, I also can contribute to something and be part of something so massive, so big, something that is growing. And I'm always looking forward to her growth, like every time. And like I'm always very, very happy when she makes certain decisions that I didn't even see. I'm like, okay, wow. Like even when I'm saying here now that, oh, I know that Coves is going to do something next year. Now, trust me, I don't know what she's going to do, but I know Coves always evolves. She's always evolving. She does not sit one place. Coves next year, in fact, Coves tomorrow will think of something that she did not think of today. Do you get? So like I'm always very, very, I can beat my chest and say that Anise, nah, Kofo can never be down. And that makes me very, very proud. Like, this is me.
Yeah. Oh, so you're an amazing person. That's beautiful to know.
Now, sit down. Let me ask you the question.
Sherry.
So to you, Lara, I think I met you when I was a makeup artist.
Yes, 2020.
2020. Oh wow,
Pandemic.
True that. So and we didn't have that relationship or anything. But I know that one thing you usually do is, well done, ma. I love this thing, and I'm like, oh, okay. That's one of those people that used to just come and make your head swell. So you start event planning, and you reach out to me. Like, what made you reach out to me? Like, why do you think I'm the right person to reach out to at that time? That now you're an intern and Coves event, and what was running through your head? Are there no other options? Why me? So
Thank you for that question. As you've said, I met you during pandemic as a makeup artist, and we met through a makeup artist group page. So that was when I met you, and then I reached out to you. So having your contacts, I got exposed to some of the certain things you do. So my personality, I'm quite versatile myself. I don't know if you've noticed that I do things, and then when I am doing two or multiple things, I get some people that they tend to discourage it, quote and unquote, that you're not even doing this one, you've not done doing it, why are you doing another thing? However, when I saved your contact, I discovered, even being in your studio, I discovered that day I came in to get jewelries. That was when I discovered you're a makeup artist. You were selling jewelries, you were selling clothes. Yeah. Then over the time, few months after, you transitioned into event planning. So low-key, you became like a picture of possibilities somehow to me, while I was seeing your status that somebody, this is a woman, she's doing this, she's doing that. Then not long after, you got married. Not long after, the event planning, you didn't just start, you were doing it on a legit ground, on a legit level. The brand was getting bigger. Not long after, you traveled out. When you traveled out, I'm like, hey, is this woman going to stop? She didn't stop. It was still, the ground was still running very well. Now, why that is applicable to me is the course I studied, of course, you know, when you study that kind of course, you want to jackpot and things like that. And yeah, I found myself in event planning through a friend that just thought, you can do this thing. And then she gave me a wedding to plan. And the response was massive. So that was how I went into it. Meanwhile, you've always been there, that I've always seen this person. After our wedding, she traveled out, and then I reached out to me to start an event planning business with her. But we needed to learn. So I said, if I wanted to learn, the only person I think I want to learn from is this woman. Not just because of the excellence of the kind of job that you've been producing over time, but your personality, your resilience, how the kind of strength that you've had to evolve as a makeup artist, a big seller, clothes seller, to now holding a brand. Not just that you are not presently here. What is the structure? If you don't know, my favorite person, my favorite cousin, my cousins, they all know about this journey. I spoke to them. Why they asked me questions? Why they want to learn from this person? Because you will want to say one day you are leaving Nigeria, and that's how is she doing it? She's not here. This business is doing this and that. Then when I wanted to learn, I reached out to you when I was in school. There was not enough money. My internship here, I saved up for it. I wanted to go, but I'm like, if I'm doing this, I'm not doing anything. My mommy should not watch this. Major reason I've not gone for NYSC is because of this training. I won't lie to you. Yes. So I've had even brand owners when I started my brand, and to the glory of God, I was doing well, even not learn, because I get good reports. So people were telling me, I'll give you discounts, come and learn with us. I'll give you discounts, come and intern with us, and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I'm learning with Cove's events. So when I was ready was when I reached out, because it has always been a dream come true. I wanted to be close with this person. I wanted to know what she's doing well. I wanted to know how is a woman married, running a family well, living a life. Aside from that, you're studying, you got your master's, you have a child, you are doing many things, and I just wanted somebody that is successful. And then you can't just tell me. There was a time you posted a thing that you said that if it is legal, you will always find me there. I just toasted it. So I'm like, if it is legal, and then it's also if it is legal, you'll find me doing it, so that I'm making my money. So yes, you've always been an touching, mushy, emotional.
See, you're playing.
Yes, my pastor is aware. Everybody around me is very
really.
Yes, my pastor is
To pray for many people.
I didn't he will. My first event, I showed it to him that I produced with you. Everybody around me, they know that I'm on this journey, because it's been very, very important to me. My first list is 400 level. I've been saying I want to learn with this person. I want to learn from her. I want to learn from her. So everybody around me knows about this journey. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, congratulations.
Amazing. And that brings us to the end of the first professional session on this.
Sorry, quick one.
Filter.
Before we end the session, now I'm not gonna take it out of the room. It's just gonna be between I and Precious Dazia. What are 2 attributes, right, heading into 2026 that you would like for me to amend, change, and for Precious as well?
This will be bad news to husband. Don't look for
Oh my God! No, this is
Two girls, they are single to support. If you have money, you have sense, and attack them.
I would get some money that can attack
You have
me.
sense, you're from a good home, you're a graduate, please send me a message.
You are set.
If you want them honorable, I get them. If you want them less than small, I get them. So on the lighter note, I would love both of you to work more on yourself. You look out for people more than you look out for yourself.
What's your room?
I think maybe because you are both firstborns, like there are some things that Precious will tell me that she wants to do for her younger ones. They are actually my nieces and my nephews, and I want to beat her. Then no, you can't help everybody, because I think the firstborn, they need to maybe need to take a break, including my older sister. Focus on yourself. You guys work so hard. Take care of yourself while you're and let your younger ones too. They should learn to work for themselves and on themselves. You cannot help everybody. You are not Jesus. So the first thing is take care of yourself. You guys work so hard. I know what I'm saying. You work so hard. As you're collecting your salary, chop better, buy better, take yourself out. You guys, you do amazing things.
By the way, I've already spent $500,000 already.
I get close to that. I say that only again is that the two of you have similar personalities in a funny way.
You always say that.
Yes, to be honest, because I deal with both of you, and I can tell. Learn to be flexible a bit and give people grace. Most times when we finish an event, and I know you are frustrated, I know that particular vendor don't almost kill you, but you don't throw people away just like that. Learn to give people grace. I'm also a work in progress. The next thing is just like, cool, stop moving, not try at all. You know who can say that? Yeah, that person not try at all. No. He can do better with his team. Then there's somebody, everyone, Auntie Miriam, this person, Emma said, they want no, oh shit. So learn to give, of course, people are very funny, but learn to give people grace. And also, as a team leader, because both of you handle different things. Like when we have 2 events, Precious will handle one, Bukola will handle one. Work more on how you communicate with the team. I'm not saying other team members are not as smart as you are or something. Sometimes they have not been in the picture when we are planning the events, with the client and all of that. So you don't just assume them to know this thing is right. You don't just assume them to, what was I say? You don't just assume them to communicate well and learn to, just let go. As the event is over, anything anybody do be done over until you met.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
That's it.
That's that.
And that brings us to the end of Coughs Unfiltered, the first one, the professional one, with some of the chaotic people.
One word.
And if we should bed me, I want to be 95. They should subscribe. They should like. They should view. They should share. They should do everything good.
So hello, welcome to our YouTube channel. This was supposed to be at the beginning, right? Anyways, it's at the end. Thank you very much for watching our YouTube
Thank
channel.
you very much for watching this.
Do like, subscribe, and we'll see you at the next episode.
Bring your events, bring your money. Thank you.